Hello, my friends. It's Victoria here again, and you are watching the Awareness Lab, where science meets human design and the three principle understanding. You are at week 3 in your experiment, which is very great, and you went through a lot already with this program, and hopefully you experienced a lot and learned a lot about yourself. So this week we will go deeper and experiment and understanding with the mechanics. So how actually your design crystal is filtering the information what it's received. And it will be all about your trajectory, your nodal environment, and how that affect your filter and also your diet. We always go back to the diet. It looks like that it's also a key point, that how you feed yourself with information, and how that food and how the health of your body will affect your whole life experience, because it's a fact. We know that when our body is not healthy, we most probably cannot do anything, and we cannot think think clearly. And in another way around, when your mind is not healthy, your body will not do what it's supposed to do, and it can get sick. So it's really, everything is interconnected. And understanding the mechanics, it's also important to raise your awareness of how your body, how your mind and the body is working together. You cannot separate the two things. And the more you become aware, the more you understand the logic, the underlying mechanism between these two, it will help you to have a better life. So week 1 was all about the baseline. You know what you know. You start to recognize what you know about yourself, about your habits, about your invisible background, what's shaping your life and your behavior. Last week, the diet was all about how to feed your body and how the food or the way how you eat, it affect your cognition, what's good for you, what's not good for you, how the body become more energized or more drowned or tired after food, and how that can affect your relationship, your communication, everything. And now this week we go the mechanics of this system. And I still want to mention something, that this can see in many different ways, that how I want to explain it, that even science and spirituality, it's seeing the same things just from a different angle. Science sees data, it's need wanna measure, it's wanna analyze, it's want something tangible, comparable, measurable. Spirituality all about invisible, what we cannot see but we feel. It's all about that magic realm, what no one knows what it is, and everyone is looking for what's behind the scene, what is going on. And I mean, how I see it, it's the two things start to merge. It's the last couple of years, I see a trend that more and more the spiritual leader, maybe it's from the technology advancement as well, that we have more become more aware about this spiritual teaching, because it's just getting in our stream, getting in our everyday life. And even quantum physics start to prove a lot of things what previously great inventors who was deeply connected to this spiritual realm, they downloaded the information. It started maybe even before Einstein, but Einstein was the, I think, the first. I'm not don't going wanna go too deep into history. And then I think Nikola Tesla was a great example that I read one of his biography, and they mentioned that he has a notebook next to his bed, and they write down every idea what came into his head, and he claimed it that it's all come to him. It's not his. He just see it, he download it, and then slowly science and even him started to prove it. So quantum physics, if you are interested in science and physics, I think it's a great realm to explore, because it's every day they have something new discovery what's help you understand the spiritual realm. And I mean, if I sit down and really think about it, for me it's really evident, or I see the logic, I see the connection, that how this spirit realm, how the spirituality is proved slowly, steadily by quantum physics, based on how we advanced our technology, and how science and computers and AI and those equipment what you can use for go into that very deep details, into the frequencies, into the neutrinos, into that small particles, subatomic level, what we can never see with our eyes. And obviously we know that, for example, just the light, there is a very small fragment of light what we can see by our human eyes, but the frequencies are kind of infinite. So we don't know what's in at the both end. We just see very little. Same with the voice, the sounds, the what the human ears can hear, it's very small portion. So we are not designed to see those parts. But the more you learn about it, the more you can imagine and more you can test and become aware the signs, and the signs are there to signpost you. And this is the I think the point, that when you can see that how the body and the mind is connected, how what are the signs, what the body, when the body is talk, body never talk with words, the body doesn't have a words, the body has a feeling, the sensations, movement, the chit chat what you are listening into your head is all about your mind commenting your life, and even with talking by itself. So I think that that's the magic when you recognize. So I think that when if you want to become more aware, it's all about slowing down and be comfortable with your with yourself, to be alone, to be alone with your thoughts, and be alone with your sensations. And when you become comfortable, then you can see the signs, then you can see the messages. And you see, we all want to be in peace and calm and harmony, but in stagnation there is no growth. And even in spirituality, people are saying in every message that in the struggle, in that difficult situation which are repeating itself, there are messages, those are learning points. And there, when you Just sit down with yourself, with no headphone, no scrolling, no distraction, and just try to reflect and contemplate that what can this mean for me? What is the message? What I can learn from this? That is the reason. I mean, not the reason, but that is the key to raise your awareness, to learn something new. And every time when you learn something new, you jump a dimension, you jump a level in your awareness. But there is no end of it. I think there is no destination to become. There is no final awareness destination. In how human design explains that our hearts, the design crystal and the personality crystal, it's always recycled, especially the personality, but it's always wanna become better and better and better. And each lifetime or each life when it's reincarnate in a different body. So what you exist now, it's never come back in the same way, and your life will never repeat itself. But the consciousness, the personality, your mind can reincarnate in a different body later on time and learn again and become more conscious. And the more how it, I think it's related to evolution. I don't want to go inside that deep detail, but the more conscious become, the more you can realize, the more you can see that invisible realm in your of your life. And I think that's the key. Slow down, recognize, reflect, see the struggling, see the lessons, see the messages from each difficult situation, because life is not a sitting on a cloud nine and do nothing. Then because you will not getting better. It's like you having a when you are studying, you have to put effort. You have to study even the material things, but it's sometimes painful. And even when you doing sport or wanna master something, it takes time, it takes effort, and life is as well that every day when you listen the signs, you listen listen deeply to the body reactions and recognize how it's affect your behavior and your mind and other way around, you can be more aware. And that's the key, and that's what we want to do here. That's what we are doing here in the awareness lab, to be more aware, to recognize what's going on, to see the themes, what you need to see. Because when you see the themes that it's constantly repeating in your life, maybe that's your key learning in this life, or it will repeat until you not learning it fully, or you don't have any takeaway from it. So that's my recommendation, that how to do this and how we can progress further with improving our awareness. And if you don't want to connect this with human design, if you just want to become more aware without human design, it's okay. You don't need to use any tools. The workbook, some part of the workbook, you can use it by its own. It's really just some questions and some pointers that where you look, what to look. So if you don't want to use human design, it's okay. But I love to explore this modality, this tool. It's helped me a lot as well to learn the mechanics. What I always looking for. I was always looking for the logic, the practical things, and it's helped me a lot. So I thought that it can be useful for you, especially if you are interested in human design or want to go into deeper understanding what's the logic behind, because it's not just gates and lines and teams, it's not just words, there are logic behind. And when you see the logic, you might understand better. It's like when you are driving or learn to drive a car, they are not just teaching the mechanics of the car, because when you start to know about the engine, RPM, how to optimally use, how to brake, how the system is working, how different parts is working and functioning together, eventually you can be a more effective driver, a better driver. So it's not just the skill. If you know how things are working, you can use it better, and that's it. And that's same with your life as well. So it's not just about the teams and your purpose, but your purpose will unfold, your life will unfold before your eyes if you start to understand the logic and see the signs and know what to look and where to look. Okay, so now after this little introduction, I want to go into my workbook, what I created, and show how to go through on this week and what to check and how to check it. And hopefully it will help you to understand. And obviously it's a very condensed, too much information, but I try to make it smaller and digestible. But obviously I created it, so it's follow my logic and my understanding and my take away from it. So if you want to go more deeper, you have to explore it for yourself. No one can do it, but it will take time, especially if you are more receptive mind and receptive body, that it's you might not be able to follow my logic, but at least I give you a little explanation and a condensed summary, and then you play with it. You can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. The key things, slow down and see the signs. I think that's the most important things. Okay, so now I try to share my screen and show to you the workbook. The workbook will be available on my webpage. I will put the link below and with the little description, and you can check it. Okay, so if you see my screen, here is the workbook, what I created for week 3. Have a little introduction, and it's all about the design side, tone, color, and the nodal environment. Here is one of the image. So I use this kind of layout. It's from the home-.com because it is easier to see what I'm talking about. So here we check the red side of the body graph. This is the design, the sun, the earth, and the nodes. The little hook pointing upwards is the north node. The other one, the down face, is the north node, and the south node. The south node is the way where we are come from, and the north node is when we are heading towards. So this is the past, the future. And these are the variables. So we will check the nodes and the node variables and the themes, especially the gates and the lines. And after that, we will check the sun, earth variables and the color and the tone numbers, that what those mean for you. I mean, you will check it. I will just show how I created the workbook for it and what does it mean. So the tone represent the filter of your body. So it's all about information in what you do, what your body focus on, what's your strongest cognition system in your body, and how you filter the information through this cognition. So that's all about the tone. The color is what you express. So it's the exit frequency of your body, and we check it on the design earth or sun earth. So it's all about how you express the information, what you learn from it, what you take away to the other, to the world, how the others, how other people, how the environment sees you. It's your energy frequency, what you are radiating outside. And the environment is a place and the orientation. So there are two different teaching in a way that some human design expert says that they have to check the color and that at the environment, that which environment suits you. Others says that the nodes are not in a crystal and there cannot have a color and inner and base and tone. It might just can orient, but it's more important the gate and line. So I think that seeing both again, which one is resonates with you, which one makes sense, and how you feel in your body. That which is this environment description. What I will show it to you. It's working for you, resonating for you. Is it true for you? How it shows in your life, and then it's your life, it's your body. You can take out whatever you want to take out from this and apply and test and play with it. There is no fixed way of doing this. Okay, so the cognition means the design sun earth tone. So that is the crystal, design crystal itself, what human design tone crystal, that how you filter, how you digest, how you transfer or how you what's the proper word in it? It's like digest and really transform information. You get information, you do something with it inside, and then the color, the determination will be radiate out. So it's the more cleaner, the more align your tone, your cognition, the better expression, the more clearer, the more clarity you have, the more pure potential you can radiate out to the others, that the others can see you, not something you believe, not something you heard somewhere, but see you, what you can bring to something new, something fresh, something clear to the world. And the environment is that what's create, it's like an environment. You have to be in a proper environment. You have to be on a right track in order to allow your cognition to work properly, and that your expression will be as clean and as pure as possible. So technically that is the mechanics. So it have a little description again, that first your body has to be healthy, proper diet, how you eat, what you eat. Next, the environment. You have to be in the proper environment, the proper trajectory, the team where you're learning, and the teams what's your body meant to experience in your life. So that's the nodes. Then when the body is healthy and the environment is right, is correct, then your body will receive the information, what it has to receive, and digest it and transfer it and filter it, and then express it outside. And obviously, not all you cannot always be in the right environment. You cannot always be with the right people. But when all of this will happen, things will change. And we cannot change the tone, we cannot change the color, but we can change how we eat, and we can change in what environment we are living, or where we choose. And these are called the independent variables, so you can play with it, but the tone and color depends on these two correctness. So that's, in simple terms, what's the mechanics behind. And here are some prompts what you can test this week about your cognition, that how you generally see the life, what kind of information you are looking for always, or data are reaching you. It's survival, more mental, and creating something, or emotional to feel and experience, and then accept or judge good or not. But it's all about you, which one is you. And same the environment. Have you seen any difference when you are this environment or that environment, or you are in a reflector, or you are more behind and more blend in the environment. So there are all signs, and if you are willing to slow down and really reflect on it, you can see some signs and some patterns, and that's all science. You can recognize the patterns, that what's right for you or not. Same with the diet and the radiance, that how when everything feels aligned, you feel good in environment, then you meet with the right people, and they listen, and they hear you, and they see you, because not every people will be your people, but who will need your energy or input, or comment or feedback or lesson what you share, they will hear you. So it's again accepting that not everyone will hear you in the same way. And it's a biggie for me as well, because this is important for me, but not for everyone, and it's okay. We are not designed to be all spiritual leaders, but we can learn from each other. And if the other person is fine with their journey, but they are still pure, it means that it's okay for them. And maybe that's the correct way for them, without even knowing human design or any spiritual teaching is exist. So accept what's out there, and see what's good for you and how you can operate correctly. So here is a little log. Again, you can add your data, you can add the words, which means what in your description. If you check the previous workbooks, might have to fill the form for yourself as well, that there are the theme of the nodes as well. You can find it online. There are lots of free material, that what's the gate, what's the line means. There are millions of free things, so I don't want it to take too much time on this searching, but these are the most easiest things to find. And then again, what you know about yourself, and take a stock, reflect, and see where are you now with this. And then when you learn about your tone, your nodal environment, that if you see the node colors, what I showed here based on this number, what kind of environment and how the environment is described. And if it's a left oriented environment, this arrow can point left or right. You can check that, okay, I am a cave person, my arrow pointing left side, so it means that I need a secure environment. Or if it's pointing to the right, I don't need that too much security, but I like to blend in. I don't like to be on a spotlight. I'm more shy person and prefer to be with people, and when I am with people, I feel more secure in that environment, and so on and so on. So we have 6 different colors: color 1 cave, color 2 market, color 3 kitchen, color 4 mountain, color 5 valley, and the shores, the 6. And here I explained a little about the orientation. Again, as I mentioned, south node, it's pointing to the past, so it's down where you are come from, what kind of situation maybe you was in, and then the north node, that what kind of situation, how the situation can turn, so how you make your decisions in a way that it show the trajectory. And I have a little case study at the end of the form, so you can read it and you can check it. What is how it can interpret it and how it might looks like for you. Then we go to the tones. So the tones are the filters, your body filters, your awareness, your cognition. And there are 3 awareness center: the splenic center, the ajna, and the emotional. So the splenic all about survival, security, health, and survival. The ajna is more about mental processing and visually process and understand life. And emotional binary is all about feelings, and this is the newest emotional centers. And I think it's not a accident that we feel more children who are born and diagnosed with this kind of sensitive kind of mind and body, because they might have this very sensitive design settings, and they feel the emotional current, they feel how people are or the environments are resonating around them, and it can be disturbing, especially for a child who still doesn't know what's going on. And the last part is here is the color, your determination, the expression. So how you express the your experiment, the data, your what you receive, how you translate it and take it out, take it back to the world. And that's all about, it's like same wording like the diet, but with the it's talk about energy and frequency and resonance. So read it, check it. The other things here, there is this transference. It means that when you aligned and you are living, you are in a correct environment, your tone work is great and correct, then you express this kind of, others feel you like this person energy feels focused and clear, radiates safety, security, stability, and very methodical person. But if it's not the tone is not filtering correctly, it's turned to touch. So it becomes more scattered, more insecure, and hypersensitive. So it's transfer. So the one goes to the 4 and to the other side. So it's transferred this. So you can find your logic. And I mean, again, I can talk about my experience. It's working for me. It's working. So I can see the signs. So after you learn your tone, color, and environment. Let's experiment and start to try to change something. So it's again test. And I created a little log. You can add daily reflections. What did you change? What's happened? And I know 1 week is little, but you can use this infinite time, infinite days. There is no end. It's just a teaching material. How you can make it in a habit to focus on the signs and to change and reflect and learn from each situation what might important for you. And here is the little case study about my nodes and or how I can or how we can interpret our nodes, gates, and lines, and what it means to you. So I highly recommend to read it and create something this for yourself and try to test what kind of situations you was in the past and how it's ended and how it felt and what did you learn. And I think that this is a good game, and if you really want to put yourself a higher level, it can change your life. It can change everything in your life. It's like how you experience, how you grow, how is your relationship with close friends, work, community, everything. And you can be surprised how much different it will make in your life. So that's it about the workbook. I think it's kind of intense, so you might need more time to practice and to learn about it, but it will be yours. I put it on my website, and you can test it, and you can test yourself, test your life, change it according what you wanna experience, or what you would like to, which area you would like to go, or there is no good or bad way of doing it. Thank you so much. I want to keep it short. I mean, I know it's a lot of information. If you like the content, please support me. Give a thumbs up, give a like, give hit the subscribe button, download my workbook, share it with your friends, practice it. I think that's the best way of doing it. Practice, 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 test, become more aware. And I also want to encourage that if you want to recognize how your mind can trick you, what's the mind chat is all about, you can buy my revolution diary. It's all about recognizing your mental process, your mind, what's going on. It's also written in the same way, reflective, contemplative, to recognize your thinking, because the mind can trick you so much. So this My Revolution Diary is available on Amazon, or you can order as a hard copy, and you can draw, scribble, reflect, whatever, take it with yourself. And it's also available on my webpage as an ebook or a PDF. You can download it. And with this, you can also support my work and my future programs. And again, you are not in this alone. I hope this is helpful for you. If you need any shape or form, any practical instruction, just send me a message. And if you want to go more deeper and more into a one-to-one exploration of your design and how you can be more aware or need any help, or if you want to bring this into your community, or if you would like to bring this to your workplace, feel free to connect, and we will make an agreement. I am open to collaboration and contribution to really raising awareness. It's for us. This our purpose to become more aware during this life. So thank you so much. Have a good week and see you next time. And take care. Bye bye.